Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and we're going to be going through the Spectre again from the Golden Age. This is number 63, More Fun Comics from January 1941, and this story is called Trigger Daniels' Death Curse, and I love this image. The Spectre looks like he's coming out of a smokestack, and he's high enough to, I guess, pull these planes out of the sky. It was 1941. We were not in World War II, but things were gearing up, so the thought was on people's minds. So we open to a rich philanthropist named Amos Gantry, and apparently he is legitimately a good fellow, but as he walks out the door, he is murdered. So, I guess by a labor racketeer. Jim, get Gantry's killer. I'll do my best, sir. So he uses his Spectre-type powers to figure out who did it. Trigger Daniels. And then he goes and finds Trigger Daniels, who apparently is upset because he was promised $100 for the murder, but only received $75. So the cold-blooded fiends. Spectre comes and tackles the killer, and he is taken off to jail, but he refuses to talk. But the Spectre uses his powers to manipulate the guy who hired him to come in and confess. Trigger Daniels is found guilty and sentenced to the electric chair, although he seems unperturbed. He says, "You're waiting for my last words like vultures. Well, here they are. I'm dying and I'm not dying. I'll come back and make you guys who sent me to the chair pay. Figure that out." So he is killed. And the fellow who confessed and pointed to Trigger as the murderer, I guess he is killed. Somebody kills him. No, don't do it, Trigger, please. Meanwhile, the prosecuting attorney is at a radio show, and he says, "It touches me very deeply to think that the public has actually demanded that I run for governor. All I can say is, but a shadow casts across him. Hands reach out, and he is murdered." Good heavens, he's dead. So what is going on? To what do you attribute his death, Mr. Corrigan? I wish I could answer that. Ectoplasm in the atmosphere. A ghost has been here. So the foreman of the jury is driving along. So he apparently finds out about these two murders, and he's driving like a maniac. But a hand reaches out, cuts the wire, and he is electrocuted just as Trigger was. Revenge, revenge. So so Jim Corrigan, who arrested him, now he is the target. I got the other three, and now I'm going to get you. Then you were responsible for their deaths. So, unfortunately for the ghost of Trigger, Jim Corrigan is the Spectre, and he's not one to be trifled with. The Spectre? Right, you can't kill me because I already am a ghost. Only my mission on Earth is to banish evil spirits such as you from it. So they end up getting in a fight that goes cosmic, but Trigger is able to disappear. Goodbye for now. When I see you, Judge Carlisle will have gotten his. We'll see. So he tries to go out. I don't know why he's got to go through all this. Like, he can't just go up to the judge and say, "Hey, Judge, I need to protect you." The judge is supposed to go out for a bridge dedication. And he says the weirdest thing. Dedicating bridges is a nuisance, but a pleasant one. A pleasant nuisance. It's a little weird. He tries to convince him by leaving a message in frost, and the judge is like, "The hell with that." Then he calls up, "If you value your life, I urge you not to leave the house." Nonsense. I'll go where I please. And if you don't stop pestering me, I'll notify the police. So he does go to the bridge dedication, although it looks like a ship. And Trigger is there and attempts to drop a girder on the judge, but the Spectre is able to stop it. Sentence me to die, Willie. Let's see how he likes it. But the specter manages to toss the girder away. Once again, I'll escape in the folds of the powers of darkness. So the specter follows and again pulls out his ring of life. I don't know why the specter, with all his power, needs another weapon. Purity against evil. The darkness receding. Before the blazing brilliance, Trigger shrinks smaller, smaller, smaller. Stop it, stop it. Thus passes on Trigger. Never again will he haunt the earth. Plop. Next day at the police headquarters. Trigger returned from the dead. Bah! Those deaths were a coincidence. Your guess is as good as mine, Chief. But you and I know better. If I hadn't come to grips with Daniel's evil spirit and banished him from this planet, even now he might be menacing you, or you, or you. Well, I was not involved in the case, so I think I am safe. And it was 83 years ago, so I think we're all safe. It's a decent story. I don't know why this ghost is so powerful that seems to be. I mean, he's powerful enough that the Spectre feels compelled to bring out his ring of life, although I have a feeling he's going to be bringing that out every time. But anyway, that's More Fun Comics number 63.